Hey friends, I've been looking forward to showing this to you for quite some time now, but this is the 1978 Fender Twin Reverb that I purchased probably about 2 months ago. The story behind it was first made in 1977. The original owner bought it. Apparently kept it in his closet, played it once or twice, and never really did anything else with it. As you can see, it's basically a mint state amplifier. I mean, all the toe legs is in place. Very well maintained, very well kept for all these years. The original sticker with the specs for the tubes, it's all still in place. Let's see here. And of course, you got your drip edges and everything's all looking good. The grill is in pretty much mint condition as well. Basically, over the course of the 60s and 70s, these amplifiers, they got tweaked throughout the years. Some people didn't like some of the changes that were made throughout the 70s, and that's why so many of these are hard to come by in their original state. But so many people have tried to tweak them to make them more like the 1969 specimen, but I mean, I like this the way it is. It's an amazing amplifier. Of course, you got two channels. The normal channel, which is your clean, vibrato, and of course, the story behind, as far as I understand, the story behind vibrato is they were trying to, in a way, mimic the sound of a Leslie speaker by doing so, because back in the 60s and 70s, a lot of rock bands still used electric pianos, like the Fender Rhodes, one of the most popular ones is the Yamaha CP70B or the Yamaha CP80. Of course, the Wurlitzer 200A. And of course, the sound of the Leslie speaker, there's a cone that spins in it whenever you, when you're running a signal through the amp, and when that cone spins, it shoots the air out, going everywhere, all the way around 360 degrees. And the effect that it makes is like a kind of like a tremolo. So that's kind of the joke about Fender, is when they say vibrato, they mean tremolo. When they say tremolo bar, they mean vibrato. So there you go. Of course, on your normal, you've got your treble, mid, and bass EQs, your volume for that main, for that one channel. Whenever you have the bright switch engaged, what that's supposed to do is it's supposed to bring out the sound of your more treble in notes. And that's kind of a sound that's that you kind of hear, that nice big sparkly sound that comes out of a electric piano that so many synthesizers try to emulate. But that's what the Bright is for. And this second one here, these second jacks for both normal and vibrato are more for your higher output machinery. So they're not necessarily for guitars. Your first jack is designed for the guitar, and your second jack is designed for something more like a electric piano or a synthesizer. And of course, on vibrato, you've got your volume, you got your treble, mid, and bass EQs. You've got reverb, the speed and intensity of your reverb. And then you've got your master volume. And this, on this one, this is specific for this model, the 78. You got the push-pull knob, and what happens is when you push it in, it's clean. When you pull it out, that engages your overdrive. Okay, so we're going to look at the back end of it. And as you can see at the very front, you'll have a little outlet right here. That's not a mod. So before the 1980s, especially in the 60s and early 70s, a lot of companies that made like the original Echoplex, there's a lot of those still out there, but all these effects that we use today, they used to be done on tape. When they started trying to make these types of effects, like making a Echoplex, for example, it was a little box. It looks like kind of like a shoe box with Tolex on it, and inside is something that looks kind of like a radio, but it's a control thing for the tape device that's actually inside, and that drives your Echoplex, and you can plug that into this directly. So that is for your external effects, actually. Let's see, and you got your ground switch A, B. You got your fuse, your on and standby. Of course, whenever you're powering up, you turn on the on switch first, and then you wait a moment, let the amplifier warm up, and then you hit your standby, and then you're ready to go. And right here you can see where the speakers are plugged in. And right next is your external speaker cabinet. Now, line recording, this is something that's very specific to this model. It's you can actually hook this amp into recording equipment. You could hook it up into your DAW and record straight from it. That's actually part of the reason why I purchased this amp, is for the direct recording. You got your output tubes matching. Of course, you can see in there where you've got the little part where you control it. You got your vibrato pedal, you got a reverb pedal, and of course, I haven't been able to track those down yet. I look forward to giving an update on those. But right here, this is for your reverb tank. You got your reverb output, you got your reverb input right here, and then you got hum balance right here, and it's controlled much the same as over here on your output tubes matching. That's quite a bit, and of course on all of these Fender Twin reverb amps, let's see if I can get a good shot of it, but you've got 4 output tubes, 6L6 GC types, and you've got 6 preamp tubes. 4 of them are 7025 or 12AX7s. 2 of them are 12AT7s. And all Twin Reverbs feature a solid state rectifier. It has 2 independent channels, of course, normal and reverb, and this one has looks like it's the original Fender speakers. And it looks like it still has the cover for the reverb tank down there. So what we'll do is we will hook this up and take it through some of the settings. Alright friends, so we're going to get some sound samples real quick. We're going to be using the Player Series Telecaster. It will be on the 2nd setting. And currently the bright switch is set to off. And so I do have the volume for the normal setting up to 10. The master volume is set to 4. We are going to turn on the bright switch now. You'll notice that the bright switch brings out your more higher frequency tones, and of course that was the whole idea of it when they designed this, was to kind of compete with the Leslie. So now we're going to look at the vibrato channel. Again, the volume for this channel is set to 10. The bright switch is off. We're still on 4 for the master volume, and let's see, we've got reverb set to 4, speed 4, intensity 4, and we will listen to it now with the bright switch engaged. And of course, again, you can hear the more high-end, the more the higher notes come out a little bit more bright with this way, this setting on. And so what we're going to do now is set the volume down to 4 for vibrato, turn master volume up, and engage your push-pull knob. And of course you can go too loud because we do have a new Kiki hiding under the couch and don't want to scare it off, so but that is how you engage the overdrive for this. Of course, I'm not sure if you'll be able to tell on the video, but it's quite a bit louder set this way. So with the push-pull knob off, and then back on. And of course, you can also set the volume knob all the way up on the vibrato channel to get a lot of feedback. So use that with a live setting in mind, or if you have the house to yourself for a big recording session, you know, a really nice fat sound that will take you back. So I hope that you enjoyed this video, and if you have not yet, feel free to subscribe, and I will see you next time. Take care.